everyone, today I'm going to show you how to make a prayer hand. It's a great activity to draw closer to God and communicate with Him through prayer. It's really easy. All you need is a piece of paper, a marker, and your hand. So the first thing we're going to do is you're going to place your hand on the piece of paper. If you have someone in your house that has a bigger hand, it might be great to get them to do it so you have more room. So you place your hand, you spread your fingers nice and wide, and you're just going to trace around your hand. So I'm going to have a go now. And as I do it, it doesn't need to be perfect, but try and remember that hands have 4 fingers on one thumb, not 7 fingers in a big blob. So that's probably a good way to start. So as you go around your hand, just make sure you're getting all of those in. Try not to draw on your hand as well, especially if you're using a black marker, because they take a while to come off. So there's my hand. That looks ridiculous. So, turns out sometimes you need more than one piece of paper. So this is my second shot. I'm going to try and make it a little bit more like my hand. So I'm going to place my hand nice and wide, trace around the fingers. There we go. I'm getting close, but I'm not getting too close. Nice and easy. There we go, that looks more like a hand. And as you can see, for some of you, as I have child-sized hands, this is actually going to be to scale for you. So before we start on our fingers, what we need to remember is Isaiah 49:16, and that says, "See, I have written your name in the palm of my hand." And that's what God tells us. So the first thing we want you to do is put your name in the palm of your hand. So I'm going to write Jenny. And that reminds us that actually God knows us. He knows us so closely, better than we know ourselves. And your name is written right there. It's engraved on His hand. So our name's in the middle. And then we need to think about 5 things that we want to pray about. So the first thing that I'm going to choose, I'm going to write on my little finger. You can do the same as me, or you can pick some different things. I'm going to write family. So on here, I'm going to write the word family, and I'm going to pray about my brothers and my mum and dad who are back in England. And then this next finger, I'm going to write wisdom, because I think it's always great when we have some wisdom. And I'm sure now you're spending a lot more time with your family and your siblings, you might need some wisdom for how you're handling situations. I think I can hear some amens coming from the parents there. And then this finger, my middle finger is my biggest finger. And so I think right now in our world, the biggest thing we need to pray for is healing. So I'm going to write healing here. We've got so many people that need to see healing from God, and we know that He is still God of all. He is the God of the impossible. He is the great healer. So we believe that God is going to do some amazing miracles through this time right now. And if you're sick right now or you need some healing, that means I'm praying for you as well. So I want to make sure that I'm including that, and that's going to be my biggest prayer right now, that God is going to do some amazing healings throughout the world. And so then on this finger, I'm going to put friends. So I want to make sure that I know what my friends are up to and what they need prayer for. This is a great time for you to get in touch with your friends and maybe find out what they need some prayer for. They might be going through something, the same thing that you're going through. So why not try and get in contact with them, find out what you can pray for. Just say, hey, I'm doing my prayer hand, what can I pray for you about? So I think that would be a great way to stay connected as well. And then last but not least, this is also one of the important ones. Here I'm going to write praise. Because even right now, in a world where we don't know what's happening, things are changing so quickly, it's so important that we remember to praise God for everything that He has done already, everything that He's doing right now, and everything that He will do. We have so much to be thankful for. Maybe you're thankful for your family right now. You could be thankful for whoever is doing an incredible job homeschooling you right now. You could be thankful for the fact that you have video games and TV, because how hard would it be if you didn't have some of those things, let's be honest. And when we think about what we're thankful for, it really changes our perspective and changes how we feel inside sometimes. We can be finding ourselves feeling a little bit low and worried about so many things, but if we just turn our eyes to God and say, God, thank you for everything that you've done, it helps change how we're feeling. So this is my prayer hand. This is what it looks like. I would love to see yours. You can decorate this in any way. Tell us what you've done. Tell us what you've put on your fingers, what you're praying for. And why not put this somewhere where you can see it every day, multiple times a day. You could put it on your fridge. You could put it in your bedroom. And every time you walk past it, why not pray for one finger? Or you could pray for the whole hand. Spend a minute on each finger. That's 5 minutes, but you've prayed about all of these different things. And we think it's going to be great. So Send us some pictures. We would love to see them. We want to see what your prayer hands look like, what you're praying for. And don't forget that we love you and we are praying for you. Bye. That does not really look okay. Maybe we need a new piece of paper. I should have brought some spares in, shouldn't I?